A lot of the people make a mistake when they come late to the salat and they find the imam is in the ruku' position. When is a rak'ah attained? When can I consider my rak'ah valid? Scholars say if the imam and I were in the ruku' position for a fraction of a second, this is sufficient. So if I'm able to place my hands on my knees in the ruku' position a millisecond before the imam rises up, then my rak'ah is valid, as Ibn Abd al-Barr stated, that the majority of scholars say if you find the imam in the ruku' position and you do ruku' and place your hands on your knees before the imam raises his head, then the rak'ah is valid. If not, then you have missed the rak'ah. So again, we come to the same or similar to issues related to the prayer in congregation. Can the intention of the imam and the follower differ? Yeah, we stated this in the previous class. He could be leading the fard and I could be praying voluntary prayer, or the opposite. No, this is not what I meant. I meant, can the imam and the follower both pray fard but different fards? What do you mean? Can the imam pray dhuhr, or let's say the imam prays asr and the follower is praying his dhuhr because he overslept? The answer is this is totally permissible. There's no problem in that. So their prayer is valid. Okay, another issue. What if the imam is leading the prayer and his prayer is invalid and they don't know that? Meaning, what if I led the prayer and after finishing the prayer, and I get this question hundreds of times a day, and after I led the prayer and went home, I discovered that I was not in the state of purity. I wasn't in wudu. So should I call all the congregation by phone and say to them, repeat your prayer? The answer is no. The prayer of the congregation is valid. My prayer is not, because they could not know that I was not in the state of purity. Likewise, if I prayed with najasa on my clothes, knowingly or unknowingly, and the congregation did not know about this, their prayer is valid, alhamdulillah, because they had no knowledge of it. Also, the sunnah for the imam, once he's leading the prayer, is to take it easy on those worshippers. Meaning, some brothers, when they lead the prayer, they prolong the prayer. And this is not from the sunnah. You want to prolong the prayer? Go home. Pray night prayer for 6 hours. I don't mind. But when you lead the prayer, the Prophet says, alayhi salatu wasalam, when one of you leads the people in prayer, let him make it brief, because among them are the weak, the sick, and the elderly. There are old people praying behind you. But when one of you prays by himself, let him make it as long as he wishes. So there's no problem in prolonging your prayer when you are on your own. And the sunnah is, of course, that the first rak'ah is longer than the second rak'ah. And the second is longer than the third, and the third is longer than the fourth. This was the doing of the Prophet ﷺ. Now, how to make the prayer light and not to prolong it? This is not according to your whims and desires or the people's whims and desires. For example, in Fajr prayer, the Prophet used to pray every single Fajr of a Friday, Surah Al-Sajdah and Surah Al-Insan. You're talking about almost 5 pages of the Quran. The people nowadays who said, oh, this is too long. No, it's not. This is the way of the Prophet ﷺ. This is what we follow. And that would not be prolonging it. Likewise in Jumu'ah prayer. The sunnah is to recite سبح اسم ربك الأعلى and هل أتاك حديث الغاشية. So this is part of the sunnah. Someone says, no, recite قل هو الله أحد قل أعوذ برب الفلق. This is better for us. No, it's not better. We follow the sunnah. So you cannot accuse me of prolonging the prayer when all what I'm doing is following the way of the Prophet ﷺ. And this is how this is the measuring tool or measuring stick that we can tell whether this is long or this is short. And Allah Azza wa Jal knows best. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد.